Welcome back, travelers. In today's adventure, we traveled to Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey for our 10th trip of the season. This one was a little different as we were part of the American Coaster Enthusiast Jersey Coaster Adventure event that was held at the park on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026. We spent 12 hours at the park, had a great time. Now come along with us as we travel to Six Flags Great Adventure, Jackson, New Jersey. For those of you who don't know, American Coaster Enthusiast, also shortened for ACE, is a membership club that holds events around the country and worldwide. This is actually my first year with ACE and my first event with ACE.
Stove to cricket maps, crushed receipts, a keychain bell.
As part of Jersey Coaster Adventure, we were able to get an exclusive hard hat tour of the BAKUNAWA construction site. They also offered a park history tour. There was a catered lunch in the catering pavilion with a raffle and a Q&A with park representatives. We got exclusive ride time on Nitro, Jersey Devil, and The Flash in the morning. We also got exclusive ride time on Superman, Medusa, and Barrels of Fun. Although originally was supposed to be El Toro and Medusa, but El Toro experienced some technical issues during the day. So as stated earlier, we did get a tour of the BAKUNAWA construction site. The station is currently being worked on. Support structures for the roof have been put up, and concrete on both sides of the switch track have been done. The station center was left open for views of the launch and tower. There's a lightning rod installed on the top, which also contains the blinking red light for the FAA restrictions. The lightning rod will make the structure 400 feet tall, but the ride will be 382 feet. 3 electrical buildings containing large capacitors to act as a battery and trickle charge to prevent blackouts in Jackson.
An absolutely perfect day, right? Now move downward or sideways as you begin your descent back to planet Earth, which I think is kind of the best feature of the ride, because no two rides are the same, and I think it'll be pretty gnarly if you're facing up in the sky.
With the FAA light, that's a really big deal. We've got to get up there to fix it, and if we put it on the top of the track, that's really hard to get to. So it's still not easy. I'm not doing it. You go up that ladder, and then there's another ladder to get to the top with the FAA light. Holy crap.
One of the significant things is the first half, up until about the mid port of the stall, has started to have torque and grouting done. This is actually one step closer to beginning to do testing. So as also mentioned, we did have a catered lunch and a Q&A. I did not record the catered lunch or the Q&A, but I did write down some notes. Here are the notes for the Q&A. So just before the Q&A, they did talk about the upcoming events, including Holiday in the Park and Fright Fest. As most people know, Fright Fest will have Dead Man's Party returning, although there was no announcement as to what the location will be, whether it'll still be in the arena or if it'll be an all-new location. For Fright Fest, it was announced that we're getting 4 new mazes. The 4 mazes are Jason Blood Rain, Final Destination Death's Playground, Twisted Holiday, and Deadwood Cabin. This is on top of Returning Mazes, Big Top Terra, Conjuring, Army of the Dead, and The Asylum. We will have a video specifically about Fright Fest preview. Also announced was information for Holiday in the Park. Holiday in the Park will be an all-new experience this year. It will not be like Holiday in the Park of years past. The whole park up until 4/10 will be open. El Toro section will not be open, and neither will the Frontier Ventures area, mostly due to El Toro's retrack that's being done. No Jersey Devil due to not being able to operate in the cold. Shoreline Pier will be open, and there will be 4 new characters for the event.
The look on Great Adventure History and Secret. I love it. It all had a very temporary look to it. It's basically like we have one more fast lane left. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where it was. I told the last story you might be able to see some concrete markings, but I'm not so good at walking back. Hey! If I turn around, okay. So back when Great Adventure was developed, the name of the company that actually developed it was called Hardware Company, and it was the development firm that was owned by a guy named Leroy. You know who Leroy was? He was the original designer of the concept for Great Adventure Sports, but it's much bigger than actually got built. What we got was a very much seeing that wheel, but a lot of crazy things from his crazy mind. He had quite a pedigree. He was a child of movie industry. His father was Mervyn Leroy, the movie producer and director. His grandfather was Harry Warner. He had to create, I guess, genetic makeup that allowed it to develop. But the thing about all these parts was they took such huge strides on it, they didn't make lots of cash right away. They couldn't stay in business. And what happened was two things like Six Flags and TAP, and they were already in the park business. Rather than having to split out all the capital to make new parks in the bigger markets where you wanted to be, like New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, they went out and bought up everyone else who was privately and struggling for it, which is how Great Adventure became part of Six Flags, also Aventura, Maryland became part of the Tap family, etc. So Six Flags bought Great Adventure. By then they had been through two returns at the end of 1977. And so when the park opened in 1978, there were a lot of improvements, a lot of big things coming. Six Flags put a lot of money in that place. So the very first thing that anybody noticed on opening day, April 1978, was a big pile of dirt. The reason why they put a big pile of dirt on Green Street was to get everybody walking around and go, yes, the game's here. That's what they did. Somehow, after how many management changes, finally, in 2024, before the merger, I should point out, the pilot dirt is gone, Green Street was opened up, and we couldn't do that. But meanwhile, up the top of the green, the new games area now, I'd like to give Great Adventure credit for bringing midway games to the park that actually define it. And we're here long enough. The original games arcade was a U-shaped structure, so it goes from was a magical illusion of reality and creating things that were just almost first to make it feel like we were this big. And that's how we got the Onion Palace. Building looks like giant lemonade. Or further back in the Best of the West area, there was the giant CP. There was, everybody remember the Conestoga wagon?
Yep.
Um, that was just, it was fantastic giant size architecture. And unfortunately, a lot of it's gone, but I was told they are going to donate for rehab of young men's house in the next few years. It's now called the Young Men's Cafe. I don't know if you remember during the time of the years, it was the Looney Tunes. Anybody remember what was over here? There was a miniature village called the Garden of Marbles. Now, a lot of it wasn't original to the park. A lot of it was structured in the church in Europe. Creations, European cathedrals and little town settings. I mean, it was almost like Lego, but not Lego. It's very sad to say the last time I did one of these tours, there were 5 original rides, but Skyride is gone. But can anybody name the 4 original rides? Yep, that's it. Carousel, Big Wheel, Log Cruise, Runaway Train. They're still with us. The second Big Wheel? There's a smaller one, yeah. Yeah.
That was over.
The guest name was the Panorama.
The steam run.
Clockwise. They rose clockwise.
It's like a steam run.
Yeah, but they all are steam run.
Wow. And it's clockwise.
It goes clockwise instead of counterclockwise. Most go counter.
But since the front gate got here until 1976, the first couple of years is now the entranceway was filled with an antique car ride. There were some kiddie rides, there was a petting zoo, the next midway, kind of where the flash is now. Petting zoo is welcome. And actually, great events are kind of did really well with it because they were about the first festival. It was a party. But a lot of parks. Well, they actually opened the city and they opened like 30 doors. And I mean, this might be a silly question because it really wasn't that long ago. But how many of you remember actually driving?
Yes.
It was actually in 2012. They offered an adventure and they brought it back briefly. You can see the outline. You can see like the original convention was around, all the way around, and you can sit on the edge. You can throw your phone breathing. Well, that's why they downsized it for better traffic management, but they put the fence up and made the narrower edge so people couldn't sit on it. There was no water park then. You were working and it was the last day of work. You got to That's a new one too. Okay, so there's a lot that I can just point to in a lot of different directions from here. So we're gonna chill for a little bit. Okay. Behind you, when the park opens, is the only freestanding fixtured restroom.
Oh, you got his heart in my heart, another thing. You took your suitcase, I took the bag. Now I'm trying to make sense of what you know it. Oh,
Yeah.
very pretty.
Spoiled little brat. Never realized there were lights underneath that ride.
I ain't never been on that ride. I've never even been on a ride like that at all.
So down, and then you the whole thing. That's how it's moved. That's how Superman does. Superman, you sit down, walk down, and then when they get to the start, that's when they start it too.
Damn, what did they lose power over here? TVs ain't working.
Is anything running over here?
I was about to say the same thing. Is anything running over here?
Oh, the swings are going. Yeah. Remember when that ride used to go vertical?
Yeah. Doesn't anymore.
They won't allow it to.
Why?
Safety.
We got one.
All he has to do is come up this.
Oh yeah, right?
That concludes this wonderful adventure. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification. Be notified of future adventures. Thank you for watching.